don't worry. Well, hello and welcome to the LK Predictions podcast of Three Hunks and a Hooker. Today I am joined by only two of my lovely hunks as Callum isn't here. But we've still got the lovely Joe and the lovely James. Do you want to say hello, Joe?
Hi, all right. Yeah, I'm all right. Again, as always, 100% record. 100% record. All good. All good.
And what about you, James? Do you want to say hello as well?
Yeah, present.
Present. We're all very enthusiastic today.
Yes, I'm here.
Right, okay, well,
time as well.
Oh, shut up. We'll start this podcast this week, obviously, by recapping on the games we liked last week. I actually didn't see any games because I was busy doing shit. But I guess you guys saw the Arsenal game or caught up with it.
Well, no, I didn't. We had techno rave here in Paris, so not techno rave, techno parade. So I went to that all day. That was an all-day rave through the city, so that was good fun. So I actually missed Ozil's debut. It was quite a toughie to pick, but you know, an all-day rave through Paris sounds quite good, so I had to do that. But I have seen that Alex, and I've watched it all, and oh wow, very happy with that. His assist after 11 minutes, absolutely perfect touch to cross for Giroud. And Ramsey as well. Come on, James. You must be excited as well.
Yeah, I was letting you speak, but the pass was fantastic, and I mean the finish as well. I thought the finish, just like the Spurs goal the other week, was another immaculate. It must be. There's some French poise. It must be something. You know, ballerina. It's something about it that was just beautiful. And I know he's got his big eyes already, but again, they sort of lit up, didn't they? And he's like, yes.
Yeah, he's happy boy.
That volley from Ramsey as well.
Oh, it was beautiful. It
was
such a good performance by him. Such a good performance. You know, there was a couple of decisions that went our way, like, for example, the second Sunderland goal, which didn't count, obviously.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
But you know what? These things all level themselves out. You know, the Aston Villa game, there were some weird decisions. Well,
you play to the whistle anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first thing that I ever learned as a kid. We got told, play by the whistle, and you never pass the ball across your own box. That was the two things. Gallo, under 11s, over at Baddow Recreational Park. That was what we were drilled in.
It was very good performance.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people I know on Twitter have hated on Jenkinson, but I thought he had a brilliant game, and that cross, I loved as well. I think he's improving game by game.
It's good. He's getting a run in the team, isn't he?
Yeah.
A few games last season, and obviously with Amana wasn't fit last week. Well, he wasn't really totally fit, was he? So Sanya went into centre back, and Jenkinson's been doing really well. And I think in a couple of years he's going to be a top player. And I think it's good because Sanya's about 30 now, isn't he?
He's saying he's really enjoying the centre back role. So I'm like, it's not natural, but if he's enjoying it and he's doing really well at it, then let it happen. But I thought
he did it
with the stomach bug. Mertesacker was quite missed. I think the penalty that was given, even though it was quite a light penalty anyway, I don't think Koscielny would have been pressured into that kind of mistake had he had Mertesacker there. I think Mertesacker's organisation,
he would have taken
Flamini. Is a bit better than what Sanya's is, but I still can't really knock the back four. That was the only big mistake really for me. I mean that.
Well, I think this is why he's important a centre back, because he knows that Sanya is going to
he can fill in.
I think that's why he hasn't brought another centre.
I don't know. I wouldn't say no to another one, but
of course not.
Yeah. I'll get what I'm given. So
in Arsenal we trust and all that. All good.
I don't want to commit to that just yet.
Shut up. Come on.
Did you watch any other games?
I'm waiting for the card a moment.
What did you think of the Man City game? Didn't they play Stoke and they drew 0-0?
They drew 0-0. I haven't watched any of the games.
The other game I watched was West Ham Southampton, because I was like,
West Ham. You're always watching West Ham.
Well, I watched them just to see if they lose so I can bully my mates, but I would have rather watched paint dry, to be honest. I've had more entertainment than that game.
Oh no!
Well, it was terrible. And even Southampton, who are a team you've heard on the other podcasts, I've said I like watching Southampton play after they were dire. I was like, apart from Wanyama really trying to create, I was like, there's nothing else here. I mean, that Lallana looked average, as Valdo looked at. I was just like, I'm like, I backed you guys. You make me look silly.
You can't get it. You can't get it always right, though.
Well, I'm like, I got one prediction right as well last week, which was Fulham 1 and a Fulham 1. Yeah,
that's the one I got.
Yeah, so so I do the lottery numbers for Friday. If people want to tweet me.
I didn't even check if I got any right. So I didn't.
That was the only one I got right. So I don't know about everybody else, but
me too.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, what did you think of obviously the Champions League game yesterday?
Yeah, well, it was my birthday, so I was in the pub, and we had a man in there that complained about the language that was used and the cheering. And
shouldn't be in the pub then, should he? Really?
Well, that's what I said for.
No, that's fair enough. I didn't see it because I was out working, because I accidentally on Twitter thought that it said 1-0 to Marseille and got absolutely battered for it. But I was actually like, it's good to see that isn't that 6 games in a row undefeated, or is it 6 games away?
It's 10 away games.
10 away games.
10 away games.
And 6 games in a row we won as well. Yeah. Yes.
Well, the goal by Theo as well. What a beautiful. When it bounced, I was like, volley it, please. Because that Mandana's no slouch. I don't know.
No,
you watch the French games, don't you?
Yeah, he's a top keeper. Mandana.
In his face, when he was on the floor, he was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, they looked really dodgy the first half, didn't we? Marseille seemed to go at us, and they had us in the back foot. And then in the second half, we just got a completely different performance, completely different team.
And I'm so pleased. But, I mean, I got there's a small, the Fleece is a Spurs pub, isn't it? And the guy who owns it's a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
And they're all like out there lingering. They're like, ooh, Arsenal, because they know who I am, so I'm like a regular. And as soon as Ramsey scored, I started, he's better than Bale. Ramsey. Well, I just like them up, giving them a bit of that. I'm happy for this run he's on, because that injury he got, if anyone deserves it, it's him.
He's needed it, hasn't he? And all, let's be honest here. We've all gave him a lot of stick a couple of years ago when he was trying to pull amazing things off, and he wasn't doing it. And I think at times I'd put him out. I was putting him out. But he's always had the quality, and now it's starting to show. And he scores well, and it's giving Arsene Wenger that headache, because of course we've got Arteta come back. Yeah, got Cazorla's come back. We've got.
You can't drop him on the form he's on.
Yeah, exactly. Who do you drop?
Yeah.
We've got so many. We got a decent squad, about 8 or 9 midfielders now.
Yeah, that's what I said to you earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, for years we've been like, I'd like. The minute we get a bit of squad depth will be fantastic. But I mean, now with all these coming back, it's pretty good. And he's got others that he doesn't even play. I mean, going back to the Sunderland game, that Akpom, I don't know if I pronounced his name right. Yeah, he's about the 17-year-old young English lad. He looked better in those 4 or 5 minutes that he played than Sonogo has in the 2 or 3 whole games.
Yeah, he's maybe good at him, isn't he?
Yeah,
good for the youth team. So
he looked pretty good. But he took quite a few of them to the Marseille. Like, they didn't even come on, but they were on the bench. I mean, he had that Hayden, who's from Chelmsford. He's a Chelmsford lad. I was like, oh wow, he's to the Chelmsford boy. So, but yeah, I mean, there's just so many now. So
is it Ryan Miachi? He got
he come on to me. Yeah. Well, I've got Dutch friends, and when he went on loan to Feyenoord, they said this guy is, he's going to be incredible.
Yeah, they called him Ronaldinho or something. I think they called him.
Yeah. But no, I don't know. He just. It's the size of him as well. He's so tiny, but he just shrugs them off. It's like, how do you say that strong for such a small? Yeah, but he's got no weight to him, because all is a bit stocky. He's got no muscle mass. This Miachi.
That's true.
Yeah, he just shrugs them off. It's like, wow.
That's true. It's like that. How does he do it? It's like that Carl Brennan who plays for Marseille. He's like that.
He's no slack. He's a good player.
He's an horrible little git though.
So, what other Champions League games were there? The other shocker was obviously it was Chelsea losing.
Yeah, I mean they had the Chelsea game on as well, and I could hear people jeering and stuff from the inside. And I thought they got the Arsenal game on inside, but it was the Chelsea game, and I couldn't believe they lost. And
who cares?
I saw a tweet earlier, and they were like, he's got rid of Lukaku, he's done this, he's done that. Like, if it was Rafa Benitez, they'd want him sacked by now.
Yeah, Can you see Rio last in the year? They haven't had a good start, Charles.
Yeah, I don't know.
They lost to Everton as well.
Yeah, and then the stats from another game from last week.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's a bit doom and gloom. I'm not overly upset, but I think the special one's not really been that special at the moment. But I won't write them off.
No, exactly. Never write them off. I was going to say about like Man United and Man City haven't been looking good, but never write them off.
No.
But you know what? We've had a really good start to the season. A really good start. By the weird freakness of the Aston Villa game, we've had a really good start. And we've got some easy fixtures over the next few games. We can just keep picking up 3 points. And Ozil seems to be bedding in well. Giroud keeps scoring. Then we'll get a good platform and hopefully we can build on it. And I was actually starting to think so. We could actually challenge for the title. Do you think? Are we getting ahead of ourselves? Do you think we could?
That's positive thinking. I don't think it's within our reach.
I don't want to be that guy, but we haven't played, apart from Spurs, we haven't played the big boys just yet.
We haven't, no, but they're not. None of them are looking that way.
And that's when you judge, because we can all pick up points at these teams. It's the Chelsea's, United, Cities that we need to start. Liverpool's start as well. I can't believe they were
doing really well. I mean, they've won every game, they've drawn one and won everything else. So it's really
Shelby
good.
played brilliant for the Liverpool, didn't he? As well as Swansea. Yeah. He had a great game for both teams. Yeah.
So let's get on with our predictions. You both got yours, haven't you?
Yeah.
Awesome. I did mine earlier. So we have got Norwich, Aston Villa first of all, and I have put that as a 1-1 draw. What do you guys reckon?
James, I've done the same as you. I've done 1-1.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah, I think Benteke will score, and hopefully. He was on the bench last week. I don't know if he come on, but Gary Hooper, I'm waiting. I want to see him.
You love Hoops. You absolutely.
I do. I'm a Gary Hooper fan. I want him in the. I really want to see him play. It's getting on my nerves.
What did you put for it, Joe?
I put 1-0 to Norwich because you know what? I don't think Villa have lost all their games this season other than somehow beating us. And I don't think they've got it in their locker. I really don't.
They've always been close. It's not. They're not lost and been annihilated. I mean, against Liverpool, they're really unlucky.
Yeah.
Against Chelsea, I thought they should have had a penalty.
But they lost to Newcastle.
Yeah, well, that was the Ben Arthur show.
Yeah, Newcastle. Oh God.
What a player Ben Arthur is.
Shouldn't lose to Newcastle. Yeah, Ben Arthur is good, but he still shouldn't lose to an Alan Pardew side.
I told you he needed to win. I said in the last podcast.
Yeah, he did. He's got it, and all of a sudden he's the great white hope of English football. Now, Norwich are going to win that just about. It's going to be close, but I think they'll beat them. I think they'll have too much.
Right, the next one is Liverpool Southampton. I've obviously put that as a Liverpool win, and I put it as 2-0. What about you, Joe?
I've gone for 2-0 as well to the Scousers.
Oh.
I think that they're looking very good this year, aren't they? Daniel Sturridge continue, like we said before.
But Coutinho's out for 6 weeks.
Oh, is he? Well, yeah. I'm going to say 1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, Coutinho's injured now.
No, I think they've made good signings, Liverpool. They've made a great start. I think Brendan Rodgers has needed a year to kind of bed himself in there. I think this is the thing that I think it's good that they've kept him. I think it's really good that they've kept Brendan Rodgers because they could have sacked him really. I don't think he finished much better than Kenny Dalglish the year before. But he's made the good signings. They've let him build his team, and I think they're going to be a real threat this year. And I think Southampton, I think they're easily. I think they're easily beaten.
Yeah, cool. And what did you think, James?
I've done 2-1. I think either Lambert or maybe that as well, they will get a goal. But like we said, Sturridge is on such. He's just on fire. It's like everything he touches is a goal. And I mean, you got like Gerrard and the rest of the club in there. And I just think it'd be another win, which I don't want because they're doing really well.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. They're challenging the West at the end of the day, aren't they?
Yeah.
No,
well, I mean, they're a club, Liverpool. No matter how much it pains me to say it, they need to be in the Champions League. But they've with their history and everything. So they've got to fight.
History counts for nothing, James.
Liverpool of this world need to be in the Champions League because the Anfield atmosphere on Champions League nights is like what Celtic is and the Milans and Dortmunds of this world. It's an atmosphere. It's an trick, which it's good to see. It's good to generate as a football fan.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Let's disagree.
Right. The next one, Newcastle Hull. Another 2-0 I've predicted. What do you reckon? Just jump in. Whoever wants to jump in first.
Yeah, I've done Newcastle 2-0.
Oh, that's same.
I've gone for the win. Oh. Yeah, I've gone for the board draw today. I really have. I don't think Newcastle have anything in them, even though they won last week.
It's Hull.
Yeah, but it's Newcastle.
The Tigers.
Hull City Tigers.
Yeah.
No, I don't think the Tigers will have anything, I'm afraid, and I don't think Newcastle are up to much either. So
the tame Tigers at the moment, aren't they?
Tame Tigers, yeah. They're in a cage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I've got West Brom and Sunderland as my board draw, as you put it, 0-0. So, what do you guys think? What have you got down?
I went for a draw as well, actually. I went for 1-1 though. I don't think. I think Sunderland are going to combust anytime soon. Paolo Di Canio magic. As well enough fast. But I think they might scrape something. I think West Brom. They picked up a couple of points. So yeah, I can't see it being much. I'm going to say the draw. Yeah.
Cool. What did you put, James?
I've done West Brom to win 1-0. I like what Joe just previously stated. I think Di Canio's running out. And I think he'd done a bit of a Harry Redknapp, like he bought, and Mark Hughes when he was at QPR, he's bought so many new players.
Yeah.
But he bought like 30 strikers and like 2 for the rest of the team. He's one of them. It's a bit like what Barry Fry used to be like in the old days. Like, yeah, if I score 4 goals and they score 3, it's all right, isn't it? It's like, no, you're not always going to get so many goals that you don't have to worry about conceding. And I think West Brom are just going to comfortably just 1-0, and then I can't see him thrashing them, but I think they'll beat them.
Cool. And then next one is West Ham Everton. I thought like West Ham were doing all right, but they're not really, are they? They're a bit shit. So I'll put them down as a 1-0 draw with Everton. What do you reckon, Joe?
I've gone for a 1-0 to Everton. Everton will really. I did see a bit of the Everton Chelsea highlights, and Everton did look really good. And I think, I wasn't too big on Martinez and Wigan, but I think he's a good choice for Everton, And, I think they've been freed up a bit more with Fellaini going. I think they can play a bit more now. And I think that's what Martinez wants. And I think West Ham playing so poorly with their, backward football of just lumping it up in the air. I haven't got Andy Carroll either, the galloping horse. I think Everton will make that 1-0.
Cool. And what did you put, James?
I've done the same as Joe. I think because Lukaku can play now, and even though, like I said, in that Super Cup, he had that diabolical penalty, you can't knock the man's quality. I don't know why Chelsea have let. I don't get it. I'm like, why have you let him go? I'm like, can you really trust Torres for that?
Yeah, it's better for us, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, it's better for the other teams, but I just think. If I'm a West Ham fan and Lukaku and all that coming to town on, shit.
He's scared if anyone's coming to town if I support West Ham,
But yeah, no, I've gone the same. I think 1-0 Everton.
Cool. The next game is Chelsea-Fulham. I've put Chelsea to win 1-0. Hopefully they're going to have a bit of fire in them, I guess, after losing yesterday. So, what? Don't laugh.
It is funny, though.
It is funny, yeah, to be fair. So, what do you reckon? Chelsea or Fulham? Who do you think is going to win it, Joe?
I think it's going to be 1-0. I think Fulham are going to be happy that the statue of Michael Jackson's given back to Mohammed fired. So, that's a positive. And I think Chelsea, they haven't looked great this season. They haven't, Mourinho, especially when coming back, they all just thought it just fall into place. And it'll all be great, but it hasn't turned out like that. Losing to Everton, they should have beaten Everton. They should beat Everton. The players they've got, and they should beat Basel. But that was hilarious. They got that.
Don't you think them having what's his name back, Marino back? Don't you think that's a bit like to put it in girl terms? It's a bit like going back with your ex after you split up with them. It don't work the second time round, does it?
Well, no, it was a good analogy.
That was good. That was good for me.
I think that you have to have a look that was there. And I think Mourinho was the only match, really. I think they didn't want Benitez. I don't know why. He won them something. I don't get. I mean, Chelsea have a habit of sacking their managers when they're winning. I think Ancelotti won the double, didn't they? They got rid of him.
He won the double, but then he came second the next year. They fired him. Well, this is the thing. They probably shouldn't have got rid of Mourinho in the first place. Really?
No.
6 years ago when they fired him. It's like, what did you get rid of him for?
I think because he could have got Guardiola. I think Guardiola's who Abramovich really wanted, but
he's not going to go there. With Guardiola likes it's like a team with history and someone that he can build. He wouldn't let that Chelsea. Chelsea's lucky side.
I think any manager would take the Chelsea job. It's the money, the wages in itself. Yeah, all right. You only have to be there a year, really. It's like Real Madrid. If you don't win anything in your first season, you're out. And the payday's worth it. And then you've got it on your CV. I've been a manager of Real Madrid, or I've been a manager of Chelsea. But no, I've gone Chelsea to win 2-0 because of their loss. And the other day, I think he wants to bounce back because, like you said, some people are sceptical. And you talk about Michael Jackson at Fulham. I think Mark and Joel need to look in the man in the mirror because they're shocking. They are. I think they look really. He's got to be under threat as well because he's got Ben, he's got Berbatov, he's got Adele. I don't want to pass to you to that. Yeah. Well,
they don't think anything about them, do they? That's
right. And you think, I'm like, you got Berbatov, you got Ben. I'm like, surely you got some goals in you, and then doesn't seem to be. It's not, I don't want to call the phrase shooting blanks, but it just seems like I do.
Cool. Well, the next game is obviously on Sunday, and it is Arsenal Stoke. And with what we've been playing, I've gone for 3-1. I reckon that's totally feasible. What do you reckon, guys? James, do you want to start?
I've done 3-0. I really think we might be lucky and get a clean sheet, and we won't concede a penalty. But it is Mike Dean, isn't it? I think who's the ref, and Mike Dean's not a Arsenal fan.
Right, yeah.
Doesn't like us. No, he don't like.
Yeah, but no. The way I still think Rafferty's going to get another goal.
Yeah,
he's just going to carry on firing, and I just think we're going to win 3-0.
Awesome. What do you think, Joe?
I'm going to go for 2-0 Arsenal. Not as a big scoreline as you guys, but you know what? I think Arsenal got the goals in them at the moment. And I think we're still changing their style from the kind of lumping the ball up, kicking everybody in the shins kind of game. And Mark Hughes is trying to play an actual game of football. I think we'll be able to take advantage of that. I think we should be able
to. It is a big transition, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we should be able to turn the shreds, really. Yeah. I think 2-0 I've kind of underestimated it a bit. That I kind of wanted to be a bit,
I'd say 2-0. It's comfortable.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And Ramsden fire Mesut Ozil's home debut. Giroud, scoring, like there's no tomorrow. It's got to be
I think Theo's confidence back from that goal in the Marseille game as well, because the Sunderland game, I mean, he should have had about 4 or 5. And the fans are a bit on his back, but I think after that volley, he's like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I think he'll win.
He's got a bit of fire under his back a bit.
Yeah, that's 2-0.
Cool. Right then, the next game is Crystal Palace Swansea. I've got 1-0 to Swansea. I'm not sure why I did that, but I did. So, what do you guys reckon?
Go on, James.
I've done 3-0 to Swansea.
Really?
I mean, I do like Palace. I like Holloway, but I think Swansea haven't really got off to a good start. Apart from, I think their resurgence, tonight, and the Liverpool game. Because Michu weren't scoring, and then he got his goal, and he's got a few tonight. I think he scored more. I don't know. He scored one.
He's got 4 in 9 games. I think.
Yeah, and he's one of them where if he scores one, he'll score a ton of them. And I think that Bonnie scored tonight as well.
He did.
So he needs to get off the mark, and now he's done that, he might. But I just think they've got a bit more than what Crystal Palace have, and I don't think Palace will be able to cope with Swansea's onslaughts because their breaks are very quick. And Ian Holloway's football, he likes to press quite high, and I just think they'll be caught on a counter attack too much. And that guy is rapid, and I just think they'll just do him. Swansea will win 3-0.
Cool. What do you reckon, Joe?
I've actually gone for 1-0. I'm giving Palace some credit here. I think they've had a good, strong start to the Premier League season. Of course, they haven't really signed any, good players. And I couldn't name you their starting 11. I probably couldn't name you 3 of them, to be honest.
They have been unlucky. I will say out they have been bloody unlucky.
Asher Young's been trying to take him down, on his own. The absolute slimy little git. But no, I think they've got some stuff in their locker. I think they're strong, and I think they're up for it. And like you said, Swansea haven't made the greatest start, and I think their first proper European game tonight might have an effect. So I'm going to go for 1-0.
Cool. All right, and then Cardiff Tottenham. I personally would love Cardiff to smash Tottenham. I'm sure both of you would agree. Yeah, would. But sort of thinking on it, obviously more of a logical thing. I think it's going to be 2-1 to Tottenham. What have you done?
Yeah, same here. 2-1 to Spurs. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. It makes me feel sick. That I think they're going to win.
Yeah.
But, they are, and that's all I can say about it. How are they getting on at the moment? Hopefully they're losing. But
what channel is it on? I don't know. Is it on TV?
Channel 4, ITV4.
It'll be on ITV something. Yeah.
I'll have.
I mean, I've done Spurs to win 2-0. I don't think they'll concede. But I would like to see them. I'd like to see Peter on the wing. He scored, to be fair. But I just think they've actually scored in open play now, and he's got them. You know, I think Ericsson, like I said, he'll come in not like that Lamella and everything. He won't take time to settle in. Ericsson is he's world class in his own right.
Tottenham are winning 2-0. Wait, listen.
For us, Ericsson will be quite important to them. And he's had a great debut already. So,
well,
You're giving them too much credit, James. I think they got Michael Dawson at the back. They won't keep it.
I'm being journalistic in my approach.
Well, Tottenham are winning 2-0 anyway. I was trying to shout over you, but you weren't listening because you're rubbish. Yeah, Tottenham are winning 2-0 at the minute. So
against Tromsø, they're like part-time coal miners or something.
I don't know. It looks like a proper shit. Well, where are they playing? Where is it?
That's White Hart Lane.
Is that White Hart Lane? It looks awful. Oh. It looked like a bit like Roots Hall or something. That's where Southend play.
Yeah, I've been down Roots.
Oh, you've got to love Roots Hall.
That atmosphere, innit? Fun night out.
Yeah, something like that. The final game is Man City, Man United. Now, as we said earlier, like both teams have been a bit cack, really. So I proper denied about this for ages, but I did go for 3-2 Man United, but I'm not sure.
I don't think there'll be that many goals.
Yeah, was it?
Not at all.
What do you reckon, Joe?
I'm going for 1-0. I think they're going to cancel each other out. I
hope so.
Pellegrini and Moyes don't really know the importance. Well, Moyes more knows the importance of it, but he's.
I disagree there about Derby, seeing as he had Everton, Liverpool, and Pellegrini's had Real Barca. I think they know the importance of a derby.
Yeah, but you've got to remember with Liverpool Everton, that was barely challenging for the title, was it? That was challenging for 6th place. You've got to remember.
Well, I think Pellegrini at Real Barca, that's challenging for the title.
He had 1 year there. Then he was fired.
Derby.
Well, I don't think anything's going to come of it. I really think.
No, I do believe it's going to be 1-1.
Oh, you think that's?
What did you put it down as, Joe?
Well.
Joe,
I put it down as 1-0.
Oh, did you? You both said 1-0. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Joe said, I think it's just going to be a lot of cancelling out. And I don't know. That's the thing. Like Joe Hart is, he's having a bit of a clanger, and I'm like, if Percy has another one of them free kicks, I'm reading it as I'm saying it.
Don't even mention
you just see old banana fingers or batter fingers, whatever, just slipping through.
Banana fingers.
Whatever. I'm tired, mate. I'm hungover. Give me a break.
Only 8:30.
Yeah, I know, but I'm getting old now.
22 is not.
He's not old. Yeah, fuck off.
22 is nothing. I'm 28. How do you think I feel?
Oh, I was going to say, I felt old, but yeah, I feel young now.
You've got the continental flair. Oh, shut up. I don't have that in Chelmsford. I've got rain, disappointment.
We have rain here.
No street lights. I've got nothing down here.
Oh, we got street lights. Oh yes, the best street lights.
No, they turn our street lights off between 12 and 5 in the morning.
Where the hell do you live?
I got a taxi because I couldn't sit.
Yeah, it's really bad. Honestly, everyone's like, oh no, it saves loads of money, but no, it doesn't, because people are spending money on getting taxis everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, inside job. All the big companies working together there.
It is.
The electricity, the council, and the taxi firms all working together to make it.
Back on football.
Yeah. Sorry, talking about straight up.
Oh wait, I know. Go on. I'll let you.
No, what game are you trying to predict now? I thought you told us
I
that.
was going to say, because it's Carling Cup, no, whatever it is.
Capital One Cup.
Oh, you've done predictions for that? Oh, God.
I've done it for the Arsenal game.
Okay, cool. I haven't, so...
Neither right.
Okay, well, I did 2-1 Arsenal, so if somebody cares, there it goes. I don't think
they're back to West Brom. Even with the kids, they're back to West Brom.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's got Sonogo up front...
No, he'd play Akpom up front, I think.
He couldn't score in a brothel, that Sonogo.
Did you guys, because I know, Joe, you wrote down some bits that you wanted to discuss. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up in today's podcast?
I pretty much discussed all that,
Awesome. Good.
I would discuss like I said to you, in January, I'm getting a bit worried because the players that we are linked with have been scoring last night and tonight.
Why are you worried about it?
No, it's because the fees are going to go up now.
We've got the money now, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, a player that we could have signed.
Don't worry about things that aren't worth worrying about.
Would have been 20 million. Now he starts scoring, 60, 50.
Who are these players? Who have we got? Who are you talking about?
Well, Draxler scored last night.
Yeah, but we don't need Draxler. Where are we going to put him?
I know he doesn't need them, but he buys them anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he won't sign Draxler. Don't worry about it. We won't sign Draxler.
That Turan scored. Michu scored. I think he's definitely going to buy a centre forward.
Do you think? I think he's going to stick with what he's got.
I think because Giroud and that said, I'm not prepared to lose my place, but I think we need one. And I mean, I don't know if you watched the interview today. I mean, I know he's starting for Spurs, but the way Jermaine Defoe was talking about Villas Boas and everything, I'd take Jermaine Defoe.
I don't know if I can have him now, but he is a good goal scorer.
Well, considering it's World Cup year, I think, he said, I don't mind being on the bench. I don't mind not starting every, he's like, I want to start some games.
Yeah.
He's like, at the moment, I'm on the bench all the time. And I think at Arsenal, he would get more of a chance. I mean, we'd play him in because
I don't want him at Arsenal. He might do an inside job and bring us down.
He's one of them that I've said that I want. No, I want a green striker.
We could always get Adi Bayor back. He's training with us.
Right, on that note, I'm going to end the podcast because I've got to go to work. I say go to work.
Okie dokie.
I've got to do.
Lucky for some.
It would have been lucky for some working at this hour. Don't be silly.
Earning a pound. You work from home.
I know. That's what I've got to go to work. Stressful.
You've basically got to turn off Skype and put something else on. That's what you got to do.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I am. But thank you so much for this week's podcast. Obviously, hopefully I'll try and sort out the sound. So yeah, thank you everyone for listening, and we will see you all next week. All right.